camera off, love. Thank you. Mikey! What up, dude? I heard voices.
I'm hearing them too.
Well. Okay, here we go. The timer started. I'm going camera off.
Like from the 1800s.
You know, I get rid of more booty cats that way.
Good evening, spirits. My name is Mike. We come to you with respect. We mean you no harm. I want you to know before we do get started, you are not allowed to touch or attach yourself to Bubba, Nina, Meredith, myself, or Shells, or anyone here in the chat. With that being said, Spirit, we want to give you an opportunity to be able to speak to us. At this time, I'm going to let Nina ask you some questions. So, Spirit, please be respectful. And Nina will start asking questions now.
Hi, Spirit. My name's Nina. What is your name?
You see, it all began tuning with the Ford Model T. That was in 1908.
Carl.
Wow. Okay.
Carl. What is your last name?
Before it came out, there was no
Bates.
regulation. Most people simply didn't have a car.
And how old are you?
No laws. In 1930, only
23.
required drivers to take an exam. It wasn't until the 1950s.
Carl, would you like to tell me a little bit about why you are where you are now?
Listen out for me.
Alaska didn't require driver's tests until 1950.
Everyone knew me.
It was actually South
Charles Bates.
They waited until 1959. That's the same.
So you were a pretty popular guy, huh? What made you so popular?
Action figures, Tony.
Owned stores, hardware. We had it.
Basically, you were a businessman.
Yes.
Would you mind telling me why or how did you pass away?
Sickness took me.
What kind of sickness?
Stomach.
Was it cancer?
No. What is that?
What year is it for you right now, Charles?
I'm with my parents.
1822.
1822. You have any family?
Yes.
What about children? Do you have any children?
No.
And where's your girlfriend or your wife?
How did you know I had
So you don't have to hang on to everything.
a girlfriend?
So you don't have to lose your balance and almost.
Where is she?
Oh, well, you almost did earlier.
Tell me her name.
Object.
Is it Catherine?
No.
Rather use the cane than fall down.
That
What was her name?
Name.
That was your mother's name?
Stephen.
What is your girlfriend's name?
Sylvia.
That's a very pretty name. Tell me a little bit about Sylvia. What did you love about Sylvia?
I was going to marry her. Beautiful porcelain skin. And she smelled like lavender.
That's a very pleasant smell. I like the smell of lavender too. Could you tell me a little bit about your father? What was his name?
James.
That's a strong name. What is your favorite color, Charles?
Yellow.
Nina, see if there's any more spirits around him if you're running out of questions.
Hey, Charles, is there any other spirits around you that might want to talk?
No.
There's not one spirit around you.
We own this place.
What about the woman?
This
What about the woman that's standing next to you?
you.
Could you give her a turn to talk?
No.
I think it's time for the woman to speak. You've got to give her a chance to
Women
talk.
have no authority.
The woman needs to talk. It's time for you to go.
Women have no authority.
Careful,
I
Nina.
have-
Careful, Nina. Careful. Nina, you want me to step in real quick?
Yeah.
Charles, my name is Mike. I mean, no disrespect, but I think it's time to change. Okay, that was easy. Sass, you're ready. You're up.
When he lifts his head, usually, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I was ready to be that masculine energy, guys. Don't worry. Hi, Spirit. My name is Maria. Who am I speaking with?
Brown eyes.
David.
Hi, David. You are not allowed to attach to me, Bubba, Nina, Mike, or anyone behind the screen or in this chat. How old are you?
19.
Encounter.
19. How did you get to Pennsylvania?
Mom,
Your mom?
we left our dad from Nebraska.
What year is it for you?
62.
How did you pass?
Was murdered.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know who you were murdered by?
No. Drive-by.
Mom.
Is your mom's motorcycle. Is your mom still living?
Barely.
Where is your mom right now?
Virginia, sister.
Were you in a gang?
Yes.
Is your mom sick?
Yes.
This is my
I'm
home.
sorry to hear that. Do you visit your mom now?
Yes.
What is your last name?
Furman.
Herman. What kind of motorcycle did you have?
Didn't.
He doesn't do probably not. Is your father still living?
Don't know. Don't care.
I hear you. Is there anyone else around you?
Many. Waiting for my mom.
You're waiting for your mom.
As a cardiologist, when I put my patients on a statin to reduce cholesterol,
You want me?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Spirit, my name is Mike. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Spirit, what is your sister's name?
She's weak.
Who is weak?
Lady.
David, she just ran out of questions. That doesn't make her weak. David, can you tell me what your sister's name is?
No.
How old is your sister?
Old enough.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Go ahead.
What did you do for a living after you graduated high school? Did you go to college?
Ours.
Well, I am right there with you, Toonie. Really? I thought I was gonna.
What did you do in the gang?
I've arranged for you to get behind the
Sold
wheel.
drugs.
Let me guess. A Lamborghini. No, a Ferrari. A drivo trainer. What?
Was there anyone else that was hurt with you during the time?
Simulator provided by the insurance company. Oh, all right, cool. Kind of like an arcade.
What year did you pass?
Nothing like an arcade game.
Told you.
Come on, I'll show you. All right, Toonie.
What year were you born?
A real car. You gotta take it slow on your first go around. Oh, Bill, please. I have the high school
Too many.
position machine at the local pizza place.
Do you have a message for the living?
Again, that is a game. This is a serious piece of driving equipment. I got it. All right, go.
Yes.
You gotta take it slow. Remember.
What message would you like to give us?
You gotta brake early, really. Sure. Toonie, you just blew right through a stop sign. There's no time, Bill. Toonie, there is no time limit. It's a race, Bill. It is very literally.
I can't find my way.
I found a shortcut. How? Yes, I win. Toonie, I don't even know how you did that.
Hello, Spirit. Who am I speaking with right now?
I think I'm ready for my exam. Okay, let's take a break with a cartoon with some other characters with the need for speed. I'm talking about Wile E. Coyote.
David.
He's all the help he can get catching up to the Roadrunner. Let's see how he does it.
Okay, I was just making sure you were still here, David. What gang were you in?
None.
Are you okay?
Like to make easy money. Solo.
Is there anyone else around you that would like to talk to us?
No.
Bored.
Would you like to talk to Mike, the other male in the chat, or would you like to continue to talk to me? I know that you said I was weak.
No.
I'll let you talk to Mike.
Don't need your permission.
David, do you have any regrets about what you did?
Yes?
Okay. It shells the timer. Is this alarm going off?
I don't think so. I don't hear it.
Hold on. Yeah, I can hear it. David, you need to release Bubba.
It's off.
I don't want to go.
David, you have to go. You are not allowed to attach yourself to Bubba. You need to release him immediately. David, you need to go. You need to go now. Thank you.
David, you need to go, and you need to go now.
I think he's going.
How do y'all hear that? And I'm standing right in front of him.
Magic. I got magic ears.
You do.
I will appear.
Excuse me. These ones were spicy, huh, Nina?
Yeah, they were miserable when they were alive. That's all I can say. They were just very controlling men when they were alive.
I know.
Hear it. So I'm like,
Yep. Well, I was getting loud.
Yeah.
And y'all think men nowadays were controlling those dudes back in the day?
Oh, you were not a
Oh
nice.
no, I don't take it personally.
He will trick you.
Yep.
You.
They
gotta
told
remember
me I was weak.
That was in 1822. So at
When
that
women
time,
didn't have authority at all.
exactly.
Exactly.
I don't even know if they had cancer. So when you asked about cancer, he said, "What is that?"
So
I
they
was like,
did not know. No, they did not know what cancer was then at all.
"That's crazy. That is crazy."
They would call it like, "Oh, she has tuberculosis" or whatever. They did not know that.
Didn't they call TB consumption back in the day? I done caught the consumption. I'm pretty sure that's what they called it back in the day.
I don't really know. I just know the.
I wasn't born then. I wasn't born then. Wasn't alive. Yeah, see, Scoots. April said it.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so Charles Bates, 23 years old. He owned stores. He was a businessman. He said sickness took him. He mentioned stomach. Nina then asked, was it cancer? And he said, what's cancer? So the year for him was 1822. She asked if he had family. He said, yes, had family. She asked if he had children. He said, no children. She asked if he had a wife or a girlfriend. And he said, how did you know I had a girlfriend? Tell me her name. And but Nina took a guess at it. Nina, you said Catherine, right? And it turned out that Catherine was actually his mother's name. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. Spirit Box did say Stephen in between that. Then he mentioned his girlfriend's name was actually Sylvia. And Sylvia, he was going to marry Sylvia. She had beautiful porcelain skin. He was going to marry her. Nina did ask about his father's name. His father's name was James. She did ask about favorite color. He said favorite color was yellow. He then said, we own this place. And then we started talking about changing spirits and going to a different, changing spirits over it. And he started getting a little rowdy and said, women have no authority. They're not allowed to talk, and he started getting loud with Nina, and I kind of stepped in, and when I stepped in, he kind of stepped away. So that was that. And then next spirit came in, David. I know, I'm seeing him, babe. Next spirit that came in was David. I know, I was laughing at him. He was 19 years old. He was from Nebraska. She asked why he was here in Pennsylvania. He was from Nebraska. They left their dad, his dad, and the year was 1962. She asked how did he pass. He said he was murdered. He does not know who murdered him. He said it was a drive-by. She then asked about his mom, and mom is still alive, but he said barely. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He did mention Virginia, and then said sister. Or she asked where she was, and she said Virginia, and then she said sister. Or he said sister, which is kind of weird. He said he was in a gang. And then we went into, is your mom sick? And he said yes. She asked, do you visit your mom? He said yes. She then asked what's his last name. He said Furman. So David Furman is the full name. I don't know where you got the motorcycle thing from, but he said, I don't have a motorcycle.
Mike, everybody is saying they're hearing a drum sound. I don't hear that. Do you hear that?
You don't hear a drum.
No.
A drum sound?
Everybody, a lot of people, they keep hearing a drum sound. We don't hear that at all.
No.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. You sure it's not an ultrasound? Again?
Not at all.
No.
You guys don't hear it anymore? Okay. All right. She asked if she asked if he knew if his father was alive or dead. He said, I don't know and I don't care. She said, why are you still here? He said, waiting for my mom. You then asked him that's when he was, we switched and I took over, and then he came in and said, she's weak. And then Sass got mad and came back in. So she came back in and she said, why are you still here? And he said, I'm waiting for my mom. She asked if there's any other spirits there. He said, many. She asked, what did you do for a job? And he said something with cars. And I'm assuming it was like he stole cars or something like that. He also sold drugs. And then we asked what gang he was in. He says, I wasn't in a gang. He said, I made easy money solo. So that was kind of weird. And then I asked a couple questions, and then the timer went off. So all in all, it was pretty interesting. I think the spiciest spirit out of all of them was Charles in 1822, who decided that he wanted to disrespect women. Yep. But at that time, that was acceptable. If I ever talked to Sass like that, she'd throat punch me. So
That's funny.
She would 100% throat punch me. She's a tough son of a gun. But yeah, that's it. That was what went down, bro.